the Dread King Logan, and you're watching the Flavor General Josh, the Mouthpiece Danny, and my personal homeboy Cody on Rasslin Rage, r2youtube.com. And if you're not watching, then you're a peasant, and I can destroy you.
Oh!
This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade.
And now it's time for Rasslin Rage with your host, Cody Fleming.
Hey, what is crack-a-lackin'? How are you doing tonight? Welcome, everybody. And I don't know where I'm at or what I'm doing because it's just another episode of Rasslin Rage because that's how I always
You're in Michigan. We're doing Rasslin Rage.
Okay, all right, cool. Thank you. It is Sunday, February 21st, 2021. Holy smokes. Welcome to an historic episode of Rasslin Rage, even though it doesn't feel that historic, but it is. It is 150th episode. Man, it's got to be the weekend of wrestling, right? I can't talk. I'm not able to talk. So, cracking the first beer of the night. You know that tonight is going to be Hot Soup Sunday after it's all said and done. I got something to say tonight. Y'all better ready. It's going to be good. You better tune in.
Tea will be spilled.
Shit will be said for sure. But tonight we have the final two of the Indie Idol. That's correct. On this episode of Rasslin Rage. And before we get into all that, I want to give a big shout out to my co-host tonight, Mr. Happy Harper, the Flavor General, and the leader of the Whiteboard Army, Josh Harper, and the real deal heel, Danny Beals, also known as the Dread King's mouthpiece. How are you two fine gentlemen doing tonight?
I still have no voice.
So, Dan ain't got a voice. That means he's being quiet. I mean, because we know that Dan's a talker.
That is true.
Yeah, blew it out like second match last night at TKW.
That's what she said. Anyways. Cue Dan.
I'm trying to get my voice going. Give me just a minute, guys. All right. Tonight we have the final two promos in the Indie Idol promo contest. It's the Nomads Road Rash versus the ever flamboyant Alex Van Zant.
These two have been killing it in the whole promo contest the whole time, and it's finally down to these two.
Before we get all that stuff going, let's thank our sponsors and give a huge shout out to BCWA. Follow them on Facebook at GoBCWA and on their website, GoBCWA.com.
And we'd also like to thank Happy Harper Ice Cream. Head on over to Happy Harper. You'll find him on Facebook at Happy Harper Ice Cream. Go check it out. Hey, maybe even get lucky enough. He'll show up at your house and deliver it.
Hey, I mean, if you're looking for delivery, I'd also have to thank my personal sponsor, just mine, Mr. Jeremiah Goldman of 24 Karat Lion Productions. Thank you for sponsoring the best part of this show and for being the person that inspired the new Happy Harper ice cream, 24 Karat Lion, which is a honeycomb ice cream with bee pollen granulates and 240 milligrams of something special.
Why don't you want to say it?
Tonight, we also have results for 2 out of the 3 shows this weekend. We would have all 3, but one's still going on as we speak.
That's right. So tonight we have the results from Pro Wrestling All-Stars of Detroit from the Victory Gym on Friday. and the results from last night's TKW from the Taylortown Trade Center or the Taylortown Chaos Center from last night.
It's time to talk about Michigan independent wrestling. Tune into the channel, check your internet connection. Cody, Danny, Josh, they're the best at breaking down the matches into each and every segment. Michigan independent wrestling. Tune into the channel, check your internet connection. Cody, Danny, Josh, they're the best at breaking down the matches into each and every segment.
Happiest Hopper, a cinnamon dream. I bring you an ice that'll sure make you scream. Demon of fire and cold from above.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna cast Fireball.
I mean, I know it's role playing, but can we do a little more play and a little less role?
All right.
Okay.
So let's see. That's 12, 13, 18. That's 24 points of damage to make you a Happy Harper.
Well, there we go. And that makes you a Happy Harper. Very sure. Very good. Very good. All right. First up, ladies and gentlemen. Bada bing, bada boom. We have Frozen Friday from Pro Wrestling All-Stars. I flew solo because you guys suck. But I made sure that Rasslin Rage and MIW were represented. Of course, I had the MIW hat on. I had the Rasslin Rage t-shirt on. Good stuff. It was at the Victory Gym. First time I had ever been to the Victory Gym. It was in Brownstown, Michigan. Brought to us by Pro Wrestling All-Stars of Detroit. February 19th, it was hosted by Don Georgie. An early bird pre-show, the Revolting Blob defeats Frank Isaac Anderson, a.k.a. FIA. In the first match, right? So there was a pre-show match, and then there was the first match. We got a title on the line right away. Okay? Ooh. The junior heavyweight championship, currently held by the Lost Soul, TJ Meyer, against Alex Van Zant. You hear that name a lot lately. Alex
Everywhere.
Van Zant. And there's a reason for it, and very good one, might I add. But, yeah, good one. TJ Meyer retains and is still the junior heavyweight champion.
We're almost going to have to add it in always to that one, too.
I'm telling you, you're going to have to decapitate him and still pry it out of his hands to take that championship away from him.
Yeah. Very sure. And still.
And still. In the match number 2, we had Riley Rose, who got a win over the young rookie that lit up the entire summer, and I hear a lot about because of a certain someone that is Percy Drews. What?
Percy Drews.
That one was a back and forth, a lot of interesting wrestling moves, almost chain wrestling like. Very good stuff.
Percy just kept getting better, and he's only got up to go yet.
Though I feel like good chain wrestling is kind of wasted on some of these fans, and I hate to say that, but
it's true.
You go watch a good Zack Sabre Jr. match, right? Zack Sabre Jr. known for chain wrestling, submissions, so on and so forth, and it's wasted on people here. It really is. Some people have their own taste, don't get me wrong, but it's really more appreciated over in European sector of indie wrestling or wrestling altogether, or even in Japan for more sake.
Yes.
So I almost feel like a good chain wrestling match is wasted on indie fans here in Michigan. I don't know about anywhere else, but I can specifically say Michigan. I love the guys, but I don't know if the fans are really ready for what really real wrestling is. You know what I'm saying? So
it's kind of like chasing a fine wine with a Red Bull. Like,
it really, to be honest, it's been that way for a while. In the United States, you guys know that I'm a big fan of Japanese style wrestling, the Japanese culture, and the way that they embrace the wrestlers and the way the wrestling is done.
Right.
But, you get guys like, some of my favorite chain wrestling matches were Dean Malenko and Steven Regal. Those guys could throw together a match where if you blink, you miss something. Right. We just don't see that now. you know, it's different now. Is it better? Is it worse? I guess it just depends on where you're at. For me being the old school guy, I love it. I love to see it. It's great to me. It tells a little bit more of a story, but that's just me.
Right. Understand. Sorry, I was sharing stuff.
No, you're all right.
So,
match number 3. The fans were treated to chin strap Jesus Kyle Barrett with Josh's homeboy Jeremiah Goldman against Brutus Atwell, with the Guru coming out on top for this match was Kyle Barrett. Now, Cody, you were telling me a little bit about this Brutus Atwell last night at TKW. Can you kind of share a little bit of what you were talking with me about with Bent?
To my understanding, he's fresh out of House of Truth, and I think that night was his second match.
Oh,
Look,
wow.
I seen some video footage. It looked like he had Soul Taker tonight. So, yeah. However, I would like to say this is that I have my eye on this guy, and the reason why is because I seen something out of him that I really liked, and something that we don't see from other people. And what it is he took something very traditional in professional wrestling, not just indie wrestling, but traditional wrestling, and he took the chop, right? They throw the guy in the corner, they come up, they hush the crowd, they give the big chop, right? And that's what you're expecting. This guy, instead of giving a chop, he beats himself in the head and starts headbutting the dude's chest.
Ooh.
A little bit of a twist on something that's pretty traditional. I like that, personally, because he made it his own. And it's exclusive to him now. I'm sure people will start copying him, but regardless, I like it. I don't know if he's the first one to ever do it, but that's the first one I ever seen do it, so that's why I like it. You know what I mean? And so I like what I see. He definitely knew how to get the crowd interacted, which he did very well at. Even though he didn't get the win, he still did a good job of controlling the crowd and doing what he needed to do to get the support from the crowd that he needed. Because
sometimes it's about winning the war, not the battle.
And even though a lot of people like Goldman, they really don't like Chin Strap Jesus, and I just don't know why. But it is what it is.
Well, he kind of helps himself out that way.
Mm-hmm. Now, in the fourth matchup of the night, the pro what was going on with me today? The Pro Wrestling All-Stars Cruiser Core Champion, Mysterious Movado, takes on Tanner Nix, because this is the deal on this one. Movado comes out, he says, I'm not on the mat, or the announcer says, hey, he's not on the card, so he just decided to come out and do a open challenge. And out of nowhere, here comes Tanner Nix, doing his best to get one over on him, and it didn't happen, but he definitely was very ticked off, and he said after the match that he has the Cruiser Core title, because Movado didn't come out with the Cruiser Core title. He didn't have it on him. And he told the people after the match was over that he has the title at home, and he's not going to bring it back until he gets a rematch.
How many rematches?
Who knows, dude? I
can understand when he lost the belt, he didn't lose in a one-on-one.
Not my problem, right? Figure it out. FIO.
Rematches.
FIO. Figure it out.
Yeah, he's had a lot of chances to win it back.
In match number 5, Rick Cartier with Jeremiah Goldman defeated Atlas Hightower by a camel clutch submission. Now, that was when Pro Wrestling All-Stars president Steven Rivera called for the ref to ring the bell. But some fans have been quoted as saying that Atlas didn't tap.
He didn't!
I mean, Cody never sees anything, but if he didn't see it, then that tells me something. Now, is this because of all the bad blood that happened over the summer between Atlas Hightower and Steven Rivera?
I guarantee it.
Or, is this just that Atlas Hightower maybe wasn't able to bear the weight that was on his shoulders?
Oh, no. That's
Get
not
it? Atlas. It's a Greek mythology joke. Anyways, but it really
It
sounds
was
like
good.
it sounds like a very famous screw job to me. You know, maybe that's gonna have to start being the Detroit screw job.
Or where was it at? No, that's Brownstown.
Yeah.
Brownstown, Detroit-ish screw job. Detroit adjacent.
Wayne County.
Yeah.
Go with Wayne County.
I don't know. Hey, I'm gonna say it. I believe Atlas screwed Atlas. You know, let's just go with it.
I was
All right.
saying he didn't lose matches when he was part of the threat. What happens when you turn on your boss?
Sometimes. Match number 6 was Pro Wrestling All-Stars Tag Team Champions and Best Friends, Chuck Stein and Peter B. Beautiful, defeating Capital Vices of Sin and Mikey Baker to retain their Tag Team Championships. You guys, it's hard to beat Best Friends. You know, they're on the same wavelength. Yeah. I mean, you see the love that these two have for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let's go here. Main event. Last man standing. Josh had so much to add there. Last man standing match for the Pro Wrestling All-Stars Heavyweight Championship as the almighty Dread King Logan with the Guru defeats Zach Thomas to retain the championship. The next event will be at the Victory Gym on Friday night, March 5th, the day before Metro Pro. Now, a lot of broken shit in this match. A lot of, dude, the Dread King Logan and these two, and Zach, when they go at it, dude, it is a straight, like, fuck each other up match. Like,
It is a brawl. It's not a
Dude.
wrestling match.
they did
It's
this
a
thing.
sword fight.
They did this thing where they were forearming each other at the same time across their chests. And it was just like thud, thud, thud. And it was just right at one rate, and they were right at the same time. And it was like, dude, how are these guys still walking, man? Like,
But I thought the Dread King broke his neck on a chair. I was like, my gosh.
oh, when he came, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely a crazy one. Definitely a crazy one. But he does retain his title, and he is still,
and always.
and still,
And always.
the Pro Wrestling All-Stars of Detroit heavyweight champion of the world.
The world.
Because he is the conqueror and the destroyer. Okay, I'm sorry.
Don't give him a spaceship or he will expand his influence. Then last night, on Saturday, February 20th, Total Kaos Wrestling took over the Taylortown Trade Center, or the Taylor Chaos Center. We were there in full force.
Which I was not expecting, by the way. I knew Dan.
I didn't know Cody was going to be there. Cody didn't know I was going to be there. I didn't know Danny was going to be there, but we were all there.
Which is
Yep.
odd. That's really
It's
fucking
very
odd
Usually,
for us.
We travel together.
Usually.
Yeah. But hey, we got there. We were in full force. We got to see an absolutely amazing show. Because like when we say full force, it wasn't just the three of us. It was also Skyjacker, one of the most awesome kids on the planet, and the most right woman on Michigan. And all of us were sitting in chairs that were at least 50 pounds past the weight limit.
Yeah. At least
No lie
on
there.
you over there, not on mine, motherfucker. Fuck you. Anyways.
Yeah. Whew. And we also had friends of Dan and Antonio joined us. Big shout out to those guys. It was a fun time, and we had a whole dang row of people.
I want to
Full
say Antonio is probably one of the smartest kids there is, because he did you see his post today about indie wrestling?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, he put out there about how indie wrestling was more fan interactive than any big promotion. And I was like, this kid's smart.
Yes. Now listen, I told Cody I was going to do this. I don't know who they were, but I'm going to give a giant shout out to the kids sitting behind me and Cody.
Those kids were crazier than we were.
If you are going to bring your kids to a show, and you know I'm an advocate for that. But if you were going to bring your kids to a show, these kids was it.
Yeah, they were nuts.
Me and Cody were rolling all night, just pissing to these kids.
They're like, get the axe and slice them. And I'm like, dude, what the hell? These kids. And I mean, they were young. They had to be under like 10 at least.
Oh yeah.
They knew what was going on.
They're like, cut it. And then when the gusset plate went on Mickey's like cleavage area, and he was like, put it on her boobies.
See, that's a lot better than the kid I was sitting next to. The kid I was sitting next to just kept yelling, use the pumpkin! Use the pumpkin! So
he must have brought it. All right. Now, TKW tag team titles. Let's talk about that match. All right.
Let's talk. Yeah,
Let's
that's
talk
where I
about
lost
that
my
match.
voice right there.
Yes.
Was that
Jumping
match.
out the gate. These
Out
guys
the
set the bar for the night. All right. We have 14. And it was a ladder match, by the way. You had the Nomads, Ace Evans and Road Rash. You had the Purge, Sean Tyler and Justin Pilgrim. You had the Death Threat Army of Tommy Vendetta and Jack Price. You had Thin and MM3. The place went nuts when MM3 came out. When the Best of the World shows up,
Well, that's what happens, man.
people notice. Absolutely.
Off with his head.
The Ace and Road Rash, they climbed to the top of that ladder. They took the belts, and they are the new TKW Tag Team Champions. Now, afterward, though, this is how much this match delivered. Remember, we're still talking about match one of the night. Malcolm, he don't like to lose. He's not used to it. And really, he blames Sin for it. So he knocked him out.
Oh, yeah.
Now, after that, Tommy and Jack of DTA, they had told the last time we were at TKW, they had told Capital Vices, you don't come back here. You don't come back to Michigan without our permission. If you do, we're going to hurt you. Josh and I were at that show. They told them, they warned them, we're going to hurt you. And they did last night. I don't know if we're going to see Sin and Money when Money is able to come back. Man, I don't even know if Sin made it home.
I think Money took the advice. Money said, no, DTA told us don't come back to Michigan. And that's why Money ain't in Michigan.
Yeah, that's right.
We also got to cheer for Gio Bronco as he took on Kenny Urban and Jamie. What?
As they face who?
The Kenny Urban.
Does this look like a face that gives a fuck about that?
Nah, but it explains a lot.
But
Right, well, fuck off.
He goes to the whole, he went the extra distance to climb off the.
Anyways, Gio came out with the winner's side of the money on this one.
Yeah, I like when we could cheer for Gio. Right? Usually they put him with people where we're like, well, we like Gio, but we like this guy and we want to see him get beat up by him. So sorry about your luck, Gio.
And I feel bad, but hey.
I do too.
Don't feel well. I mean, I like Gio. I don't like Kenny Urban.
Right. You don't like who?
Kenny Urban.
Who?
Kenny Urban.
Who?
Kenny Urban.
You know what's funny is I never seen Skyjacker give someone so much crap as he does Kenny Urban.
Who?
Kenny Urban.
Skyjacker gets in the Kenny Urban's face every
does.
time. He puffs up. I saw him go to the Kenny Urban. That is insane to me.
You mean
But
Kenny
hey,
Urban?
The Kenny Urban.
Kenny 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 Urban.
So after the match with the Kenny Urban, we had Alex Van Zant come out. so he can make his debut in TKW. He was happy for a singles match, and the commissioner told him, you ain't got a singles match. You have a tag team match. Since you didn't bring a tag team partner, let me introduce you to a tag team partner. And, of course, the tag team partner that goes perfectly with Alex Van Zant is the Revolting Blob.
The Guru knows his stuff.
He's good. I mean, that's a perfect match right there.
Well, he hooked him up with a partner. What a great commission.
Right? And they ended up having to face the team of No Souls Matter. That's the Soul Taker and Moloch. And I mean, Moloch and Soul Taker ended up getting the win. And then when Soul Taker wouldn't release the chokehold, they were disqualified. And Alex Van Zant and the Revolting Blob won the match by disqualification. And then the ref also won the match by disqualification after Soul Taker beat him all around the arena and then drug him backstage.
Yeah. Hey, you know what, though? Listen, this is how good the Guru is, okay? This is how good he is at his job. He puts a team together who had never teamed before, and they come out with a win. This could be the greatest tag team in TKW history.
But
it's one of the tag teams in TKW history.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're on, like, what, 5-6 shows now? I mean,
4? Yeah, see?
4? All right, well, I mean, we're not talking a year yet, so slow your roll on the history shit, all right? Jeez. Damn. All right, so elimination match. Participants for this match were TJ Meyer, Atlas Hightower, Adam Wick, Rick Cartier, with Jeremiah Goldmain, El Ridiculoso, and newcomer Jason Test, who definitely took his lumps. As the new guy, the order of elimination was as follows. Number 1, the new guy, Jason Test. Out you go. Adam Wick. Out you go. El Ridiculoso. Out you go. Rick Cartier. Out you go. Atlas Hightower eliminated War Inc.'s TJ Meyer to pick up the win with a little bit of help. A little. Just a little.
From Stooges.
It's odd to go from one promotion in a weekend, right, where the guy you were cheering for on Friday is now the bad guy on Saturday.
See, that's why in order to maintain continuity, you should just boo him at every show.
Yeah, but you're not like that with every wrestler, though. Only with him.
I'm consistent with him, though.
All because you're salty.
Yep. I'm consistent with him and with Twinkie Power.
No, because you were like, I like him.
No. That is the alcohol talking. I did not ever say that.
Alcohol?
Hey, listen.
I don't ever see you drink, ever.
No, you drinking right now. That's the alcohol talking.
Oh, bullshit. Nah.
Listen,
Dan's seen it, too.
You said Jason Test was out. He wishes it was that easy. He wishes that they didn't just he'd even put him out. I mean, he took every person's finisher before they finally pinned him. They just kept handing him around. Like, you know that girl at the party that we don't talk about?
Yeah, that one.
Anyway, the next matchup was for the AIWF World Deathmatch title, which had been vacated up until last night.
Well, it was just created. That's a brand new title.
Brand new.
The AIWF World Deathmatch title, and this goes across many promotions. This isn't just TKW. AIWF is a big, I wouldn't call it a fed, but what would you call it? A
conglomeration?
Something like that, yeah. There you go.
There you go. Now, this match was a barefoot, tie pie, and pits of broken glass death match. You need to find pictures. If you haven't seen it, some of the pictures yet, Cody, have you just put them on your personal page, or are they on the?
I haven't put a bunch of them up there. I didn't have a bunch of pictures of that.
Look, check it out, man. You go find them.
So much.
I think maybe Antonio shared some to the MI.
Oh yeah. If you're gonna want to find that shit, go find Antonio. That guy takes more photos and videos than anybody I know.
I mean, barefoot broken glass.
I talked to Peter B today, and he said his foot's fucked up.
Oh, I bet it is.
I said, "Are you gonna go get it looked at?" He says, "I gotta work today too." It's like, dude, you're nuts. He's like, "It's the last time ever." He said, "It's the second time in his 20. It's only the second time in his 23-year career that he's ever done this match." And he said he's never gonna do it again.
No, that's like, that's like, he was telling me when I first met him. He was telling me about his barefoot tack match, and he has only did one in his whole career.
Yeah, well, I don't know what would make you think if you didn't want to do a tack match, why the fuck you'd want to do a broken glass match? Like, the hell is wrong?
Insane.
I just don't understand it. Like, if you know you don't want to do the tack match, you're like, oh yeah, let's do broken glass, and then
because they put a title on the line, brother. Everybody wants to go.
I suppose.
So this is Peter B. Beautiful versus Sean Lowhorn. Now, these two will bloody you up without any help.
Yeah.
So you had bare feet, broken glass. They had their hands taped up with broken glass on their hands.
Whoops.
And after a bloody match, Peter B. Beautiful comes out the new AIWF World Deathmatch Champion. The dude is sick.
I know. I told him that too.
And he prides himself in it.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you.
He says, "Didn't one of you guys call me a sick fuck or something?" And I said, "Thank you." I was like, "Yeah."
Times.
I was like, "Yeah, a bunch of times, like forever." And then you blew a kiss at me. I was like, "Whatever, bro." I'm like, still, that's. I'm not. Listen, I've talked about it on previous episodes of Rage and other episodes of MIW. I'm not a huge deathmatch guy. It's not my thing. Right, but one or two I'll watch, but a all night of it, nope, not my thing, man. And
but definitely entertained last night.
That was a little but even still, it was much. I was like, ooh, the whole match, and it wasn't like, yeah. I was like, oh god,
stop it, oh god,
no more, just stop, guys. Can't we all?
He put his foot in the box of glass, and then. When Peter B's foot was in the box of glass, and then Lawhorn stepped on his foot.
You stomped on it.
Dude, people are nuts. You guys, they're all crazy, dude.
All right,
after a few moments of having to clean up the glass from the ring and everyone getting a hot dog and using the bathroom, we had another match, and that was a match of energy versus experience, as weaponized Master Weir, Alex Weir, was able to take on good old Uncle Chase Burnett in what I feel is a beautiful display of chain wrestling. Like you were saying, it kind of got lost on a lot of people, but that wasn't over the top, big moves. That was a lot of real good chain wrestling. I really liked it. Ultimately, Alex was able to pull the win out over everyone's favorite uncle.
That's your favorite uncle?
It's everyone's favorite uncle.
Okay.
Whoever you thought was your favorite uncle, you're wrong.
I don't have a favorite uncle.
Yes, you do.
My fucking uncle's an asshole. But
your
anyway,
Uncle Chase is your favorite uncle, then.
Motherfucker's a stingy prick. But anyways, we also had what was to be one of the most... Oh, man. It was to be a one-on-one. Okay? So we'll set this up. It's booked a one-on-one between Crystal, who was making her big debut, fresh out of House of Truth, and Taryn. Until the 24-karat lion, your man, right, come on out. He bought out Crystal's spot. He handed her 2 fists of money.
Big wads of money.
And she took off. And then it was going to be a one-on-one between Jeremiah and Taryn. And this was going to be for the last spot in the women's championship match next month. I believe that's a gauntlet match, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. And Hannah Henderson inserted herself for free and making sure, the TKW was truly chaos. We got the return of an absolute fucking legend, and the crowd just truly didn't appreciate it because they didn't know what they were watching.
I don't think they knew they were
right,
seeing legend.
Randy West made her return to independent wrestling, and she is a fucking legend, dude. Just like Mickey Knuckles. Just, she's a deathmatch legend too. Women's deathmatch legend. Dude.
TKW's just been pulling them in.
Right. She made some light work of these the newer women's wrestlers, right? Which, I was thinking about this. We kind of had this conversation before the show. Not right now, but we're going to think about this. How many actual women indie wrestlers there are in Michigan that live in Michigan, reside in Michigan, and wrestle in Michigan? There's not many, but we're going to figure it out. I promise you, we're going to figure it out. Look forward to that coming soon.
Now, hold on. Hey, Josh, since he sponsors you, we'll let you talk about it.
But I didn't say who won. Oh, did I say who won?
No. But let's talk about somebody didn't actually make it in that match, even though he paid some money.
Now, the bell didn't ring, so technically, this wasn't a wrestling match. This was assault. Okay? And in this day and age, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, whatever, who's doing the assaulting. That was a 3-on-1 assault on Jeremiah Goldman. Honestly, there should be charges brought up.
I just want to say that MM3 did, in fact, come on out and say, hey, I went to the bathroom and this is what happens. Jeremiah Goldman comes out and he inserts himself in a women's match, right? For a women's title. Okay.
He inserted himself into a 1-on-1 match.
Bought his way into, why I add. Okay.
That's how capitalism works.
I understand. Yeah, I get it. I'm not bitching about it. I'm just giving the details. Settle down, killer. All right. But MM3 carries him out. And as he's carrying him out, he says, it was supposed to be a 1-on-1. I started cracking up laughing. It was hilarious. But yeah, that was good. Good stuff.
So, you want to tell us who won this match?
I did, I thought. Randy West.
Okay.
Randy West.
She made light work of him and won of the new people. Newer.
All right. And in a title versus title match where anybody from like me over to Josh and Brittany almost lost our lives.
Like 3 times.
Mikey Baker was able to defeat Hoodfoot Mo Atlas. After 2 countouts, the Guru finally came out and said, all right, first one in the ring wins.
Here we go. So that's how that one went.
Hey.
Hey.
In the TKW title match, we had Schwartzy of Joseph Swartz. Don't know why I turned Scottish there for a second. He ran a freaking clinic on Ramsey. Freedom! Free of charge. Ran a clinic free of charge. The Stooges of the Mayor came into play, but as they were about to make a big difference in the match after the ref had been knocked out, the Purge came out and took out the trash. We get the referee to finally come up, and we end up getting Schwartzy is able to claim the win and become the second ever TKW champion.
And the place went nuts.
All right, but I want to say something right here. This is the one thing I want to bitch about, okay?
Okay.
So, Peter B asked me as I was walking out the door, how's the show? I like the show. Show's great. Great show. Here's the one thing I didn't like. Are you ready for it? Everybody ready? Sit down. Take a seat, because it's real.
Your friend is fat and the chairs were flimsy?
Whatever. No.
Oh.
Fuck them chairs. But anyways, straight up, Schwartzy wins the belt. Okay? The people wanted to cheer him. But what happens? The music plays the entire fucking time. So we couldn't cheer him. A monumental moment for Schwartzy happens. A champion is crowned. A new champion is crowned. And we don't even get the opportunity as fans to cheer him until he's already in the back. That's the one thing that pissed me off. That's the only thing of the whole of the show that I didn't like. Other than that, great show. Moving on. Oh, it's my turn, isn't it? Okay. So in the last match of the night, which basically like destroyed the place, fans bring the weapons death match. Surprisingly, and don't mean that in a disrespectful way, because I mean, let's be honest, Mickey Knuckles, another deathmatch fucking legend. Chuck Stein defeats Mickey Knuckles. There were more marshmallows in this match. Marshmallows, right? There was marshmallows, which are not very deathmatchy, right?
Oh man, they were sticking to everybody though.
Yeah.
You can't get that stuff off.
Right. Well, there was a moment, and I don't know if you guys seen it, when they moved some barbed wire and like they put it to her head, and the barbed wire stuck to Mickey Knuckles' hair.
Oh yeah.
She couldn't get it out, so she ripped it out of her head, and there was hair in the barbed wire. Her hair in the barbed wire. And that was the first time ever I seen a woman take a gusset plate to the cleavage section. I might add. Holy fuck. Nuts. I would never want to fuck. Could you imagine dating her and then pissing her off?
Oh no.
Fuck,
piss
man.
her off.
Oh,
But she took that gusset to the chest and afterwards was sharing a drink with Chuck and got some alcohol on her. I think that might have been the most painful part of the whole night for her.
Oh.
Yeah, that was that match was wow.
Yeah.
That's just wow.
I took that video of them doing the cheers, and then I like showed the ring, and then I went along the floor where all the blood was.
All the blood.
All
Out of
the blood.
marshmallows.
Blood marshmallows.
Uh-huh. All right. There is a Pro Wrestling All-Stars of Detroit show going on. Well, it might be drawing to a close end. In Detroit with an after party. This was pretty cool. They had an after party where tonight's pay-per-view could be viewed. Was only going to cost $5. But these schmucks wanted to give you schmucks the results instead of partying with the big boys tonight. Thanks a lot, guys.
Well, I mean,
I'm sorry.
yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? Yeah. So, what time is it?
Promo time!
Is it promo time?
Promo time.
Promo time!
Promo time. So
Now, for anyone that's not in the know, we are nearing the end of the very first season of Michigan Indie Idol. And after some amazing promos, seriously, if you haven't gone and watched them, go check them out. They're all on the Rasslin Rage YouTube. We're down to 2 contestants. That's it. We're down to the last 2.
that's it. And you know, here's the thing too. With all that said, whoever wins this one is the first ever Indie Idol 2021. Well, Indie Idol champion, right? First ever. Pretty cool stuff. You may get a Waffle House gift certificate or gift card with $2 left on it. It's originally going to be like a $25 one, and you'll get the one with 2. That's the only thing that says Indie Idol or Indie Wrestling right there. You know, got to have a Waffle House gift certificate with only $2 on it. But really, no, I'm not going to do that. But that was Sean's idea. Sean's like, you got to get that, and then you make it so it only has $2 on it. Like it had 25, but you spent 23 of it. You know, but not really going to do that.
You gotta eat.
Right, it's true. I agree with that. Not going to do that though. However,
You're gonna give them the whole 25.
Well, yeah, it's better than a hot dog and a handshake, right? So,
is that really Andy?
No, but
I mean, you should have got them at Ted's Coney Island since a 99-cent. Put it in a bag in your fridge. And when they won, give them that and some French fries.
You are
really off the dog.
all right. Anyway,
Pat him on the back. Pat him on the back.
You guys are assholes. So anyways, we have two, and I just want to say, first of all, it's been an absolute honor to be a judge in this, because I was told today that like most of the guys that were involved and anybody outside, you know, says that this is a legit promo contest, and that makes me happy that I can help this happen, because it's not, I can't take full credit for it. There was a bunch of people that made this happen, and I'm not the only one. You know, Dread King being one of those people, Sean Stockmeyer being another, and then all the guys that you know, did the promos, guys that did the editing on their promos, all of them. You know, this isn't just a one person thing, right? So, you know, and I would like to say thank you to everybody that has participated. I'd like to say thank you to everybody that has watched. I want to say thank you to everybody that, you know, has offered any insight on, you know, maybe throwing in some ideas into the mix and things like that. We definitely wanted to do something fun. We wanted to make it not so serious, and yet still make it relevant to the business, right? So I think we did a very good job of that, and I think you guys are going to be very, very, very pleased with these next two promos, and you're going to find how hard that it was by watching these two promos for us to judge and to pick a winner. And there's only one way to find out who wins, and there's only one way to see these promos, right here on Rasslin Rage. And there's only one way to find out, is to watch tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. right here on r2youtube.com, where me, the Dread King, and Sean, who was on the road, by the way, because he was going to another show to work. So you get to see, not only are we voting and doing, you know, this thing, he's on the road, so you get to see real life indie wrestling happen as we're doing this Indie Idol. So really good stuff, and I'm really excited for you guys to see this, because if you go back to week one or back to the first and watch both of these guys' promos and then compare it to now and where it's at, man, oh man, dude. And I mean, we're only talking what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. Yeah. And leaps and bounds here, ladies and gentlemen, leaps and bounds. And I know I'm nobody when it comes to saying things about, you know, promos and guys that are trained and things. But in my personal opinion, oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God.
I wasn't surprised at all. I called these two in the finals from the beginning. And tomorrow, after 6 o'clock, well, probably around 8 o'clock, I'll let you guys know who I picked to win it.
All right, so here we go. First up, the man from the Nomads, Road Rash.
Now, ABZ, you and I have a little match. A bra and panties match. I'm gonna rip your panties off. We're all gonna know, is ABZ a he or is ABZ a she? When I get my hand around your scrawny little neck, you will realize your heart is not racing because you ordered an extra shot of espresso in your Starbucks coffee. Oh no, 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 no. Your heart's racing because I am literally closing your windpipe shut! When I get my hands on you, ABC, there's no saving you. Not Karen. Not all your sex toys you got in your household, you sick freak. And if you ask to talk to my manager, he's gonna throw a fireball in your face. I'm gonna tie you in a chair. I'm gonna get a hot scalding pot of Folgers coffee. Black, no cream, and definitely no sugar. I'm gonna pour it down your throat. I'm gonna listen to your insides burn and disintegrate and go out your pooper. I am gonna leave you battered, beaten, naked, crying in the shower. Well, I am the Indie Idol champion. But hey, if you don't believe me, I found a second opinion.
Hey, AVZ, it's your Olympic hero, Kurt Angle. I told you you're a fat cow. Now Road Rash is going to kick your ass in the Indie Idol finals. Nomads. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure he paid him off. But anyways, there you go on that one. Next up, we have AVZ. Oop, that ain't right. There we go.
Babe, are you sitting down? You might want to get yourself checked out. I just found out I have road rash.
You idiot! You have road rash in the finals of Indie Idol.
American Idol? I have to get to singing.
I lost to this idiot!
And if the mic's hot, you know Wavy Z's on it. Body yaddy 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 guys. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Oh hey yo road rash, you're the worst member of the nomads, and I apologize. You know it scares me when you left to be uncloaked, standing there in your panties, all courtesy of Baby Z, because I can't lose, I can't lose. I'll fulfill the prophecy. I have a day with destiny. I know I can't. Road Rash! I'm actually kind of disappointed this is a bra and panties match. I mean, I don't want to strip you, and literally nobody wants to see that. And besides, I don't want to embarrass you. I actually respect you. I respect you quite a bit, but fear you I do not. A certain Dread King said that AVZ is fearless, that AVZ will do anything it takes to win, and he is absolutely correct. So Road Rash, go ahead, bring your toolkit, bring your hammer, your fireballs, your league of stay-at-home dads you call the nomads, bring your years of experience, your striking, your viciousness. It will not matter. No, not on this day. It does not matter. This match will end with you naked, with your humiliation, with your degradation, with your elimination. And it will end with the coronation of the Starblock sensation, AVZ.
And like I said, now you know why this is the hardest thing I've done in the history of Rasslin Rage so far. Because, oh my God, those are amazing. So, you can find out who wins tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. right here on the Rasslin Rage YouTube channel, r2youtube.com. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Also, please make sure you click the bell to be notified so that when that thing premieres, you can watch it, right? And you just never know when I feel like throwing a match up there because I want to, because I have so many of them just sitting here, just sitting and waiting, because that's what I do. Don't count my chickens before they're hatched. But why is my phone going off? Okay, so people want money. Everybody wants money. Why does everybody want money? So
because everyone else wants money from them.
Oh, okay. So the promos, we got through those. Now it's that part of the show. I've been talking about it all day. I even cut my own promo today. Did you see that, guys? You didn't see my promo?
I did not.
Josh, you're fucking fired, bro.
It was my niece's first birthday.
Okay, never mind. All right, I retract that.
Wait. She wouldn't even remember you being there.
I got the best present, so
she's won.
What'd you get? What'd you get her?
It's this little unicorn wheel, and as she's learning to walk better, as she pushes it, it rolls away and plays music and lights up and everything. So she kind of chases it to get better with it.
Oh, like the mouse.
Oh, nice.
Got you like a cat.
So it makes noise and irritates parents.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've said 100 times, I'm a great uncle, horrible brother.
So now comes that part of the show. So I'm going to talk for a second. Michigan Indie the main event was good, but not as good as the matches at Play Atlantis. I don't know about that. However, I will say this tonight. Are you ready? It's about to go down. I am a pretty humble person. I usually don't talk shit. And if something bothers me about something, or somebody says some shit to me, or something goes down, I don't talk about it. I leave it as it is, and I don't say shit. Nobody's done anything to us. Nobody's done anything to me, or anything like that. So I don't want anybody to go get this twisted. I'm not even going to give shout outs, but I'm going to give these guys props right now. All these dudes that are doing the podcasts, besides us here in the state of Michigan, I'm giving you props. And I'm going to tell you why I'm giving you props. I see you. I see what you're doing. You're doing things, and you're coming up. You're creeping on the come up. All right? I get it. And I'm not pointing to anybody specifically. All right? Because this is going out to everybody. All right? I see what you're doing. You're creeping on a come up, and I get it. You're not doing anything that I wouldn't have done. You caught me slipping. All right? I settled down a little bit. I got a new job. I wasn't doing as much shit as I should have been. And people noticed that. It's kudos to you. Kudos to you for taking advantage of it. You should have, because I would have in a minute, in a heartbeat. Okay? Because that's just the type of person I am, and that's the name of the game, and that's business. That's how it fucking works. I get it, and I ain't mad at you. Don't think I am, so don't get that twisted. I am not mad at you. But I am here to let you know right now, I am giving you fair fucking warning. If you think I was on 10 before, I'm going to 11 now. And if 11 don't work, I'm going Tommy fucking Vendetta style, and I'm going to 15. Because we're turning it on, and we're coming. So if you thought it was hard to climb that fucking mountain before, you better grab a whole set of new boots and a whole fucking set of gear, because I'm fucking hungry. You just lit a fire under my ass. Thank you, because I needed it. I did. I really did need it.
You know, there's a thing that you don't see it often. But it's a black flag. You know what a black flag is?
Yeah.
You know what it means?
Yeah.
All right. When you go to war, there's a black flag. It's no quarter asked, no quarter given. Figure that out, and you'll know where we're heading next.
Right. All kinds of new things on the horizon. Got ideas popping. A new indie idol coming up soon. Or a new season, or whatever you want to call it. Dan's got things popping. Josh has got ice cream popping. It's going to happen. Tons of things. Booze and booze. Plus some other things that I'm working out in the mix as we speak. Look out. We're coming for you.
But you know what? Hey, like Cody said, we ain't mad at nobody. We want you to keep climbing too, because you drive us. Absolutely. As we drive you.
Absolutely.
And it works for everybody. It helps us all. So keep coming.
But it means exactly what it means. You're on notice. Here we go. Get ready. Hold on, because you're about to go for a motherfucking ride. Just like that. All right, everybody. That's Rasslin Rage. And it wasn't nearly as bad as you thought it was, right? All right, so anything you two gentlemen would like to add before we roll out?
You know what? I said everything I needed to say, brother.
Yeah.
In the idea of keeping things moving, keeping things going, I'm going to start a thing. Didn't tell you guys about this, but I've been thinking about it tonight. I've been slacking on sponsorship duties. So what I'm going to start doing is every week, we're going to say a key phrase that I'm going to make up. And after MIW, I'll be posting the ice cream of the crop, because I've been slacking on that. The first person to comment the key phrase on the ice cream of the crop will get a free pint of Happy Harper ice cream.
Very nice.
That means you've got to watch MIW. You've got to watch Rasslin Rage. That's where you get that that's where you get that phrase from, and that's how you can post and get your free pint of ice cream.
That's right.
So keep an eye out for that. I'll be
Nice.
starting soon.
Nice. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Now you know it's on and popping in Michigan. Come get some. Later.